Hello, Tim. Good morning. In this assignment, we will be writing a 2500 word report on a leader who is an example like, in the world when compared to beyond the cultures and beyond the countries, who is having biggest recognition. Such leader should be selected and that leader should be evaluated using INS case study research method approach. Okay, so that is the purpose of the case. So here you are supposed to select a particular leader who is popularly known for his work in particular area. Okay, so you can take Satya Nadella, you can take uh, maybe Bill Gates, like whoever you want, like a big leader who is popularly known across the world. Okay, so select one leader first, then you should start writing the document. You are supposed to follow INS case study research method. Okay, so this is very important. You should understand what is the format of this one. Next, we are writing a minimum of 2500 words. So we maintain 2500 plus 10% max. Okay. So then it should be 10 pages, like ignore page number, focus on word count because they review our work based on the word count. Next, your document should contain abstract and references and it should also contain keywords. So here it is clearly given what should be written. First, we should identify a leader, introduce about that leader in few sentences and mention why he is an exemplar, why he is so special, why he is example personality that you should mention. Next, identify five, six traits, behaviors, principles, etc. So maybe we can consider them as his characteristics. It can be a trait, it can be a behavior, it can be a principle that the person follows. So you should identify six elements of that and you should evaluate each element. Okay, each character should be properly evaluated. And finally, we will be concluding about it. So it's a kind of leadership literature kind of thing. So I provided some sort of template for this assignment. So ignore this cover page. Otherwise, you can give your leadership name and the proper title related to him. Next, we are supposed to write in 150 to 200 words one proper paragraph or of abstract related to the work. Next, you should keep five keywords in the same page. Abstract and the keyword should come in the same page. You should give five keywords. Next, let us start with introduction. In introduction, you will be giving who is the leader, his background, and these questions. If you properly address these elements, it is done. So you can understand, I guess, because you are into research. Next, write about IMS case study approach and how it will be used in this particular research analysis. Now, you are supposed to evaluate each characteristics of the leader. Here, you are not supposed to mention characteristic one, characteristic two, like that. You should mention exact characteristics. Maybe if it is empathy, if it is like a cross-cultural management, so whatever the characteristic it is, mention the characteristic and detail how that characteristic makes him big. Okay, why it is so exemplar characteristic of him, and what way that characteristics helped him to develop as a leader and uh, maybe addressing his team, properly managing his team, supporting organizational growth, like that. In what way his leadership style, his leadership characteristics helped him to grow, his team to grow, and organization to grow. Like that, you should evaluate each and every characteristic. Okay, so make sure you evaluate six characteristics. Okay, so for this one, each characteristic write 300 words, approximately 1800 words you will get. Maybe make it 1500 or 1200. So make sure you arrange your word count like that. But this section should be big. Okay, for this section, you should contribute more number of words. All right. So next, after evaluating all the characteristics, you will be discussing uh, based on your findings, all the six characteristics you already identified. Based on that, you address these questions to complete your analysis. Okay, so why is an leader is an archetype and what are the characteristics contributed most among all that are mentioned above? How do the findings support leadership theory? What lessons can today's leaders learn, like that? So you address these questions, it will be done. Next, finally conclude your work in 200 words. Okay. So this makes your document complete. Okay. So now follow this template, address it, and while responding to these characteristics, there are different type of leadership styles, right? Like um, like these things you should address, like transformational leadership, transactional leadership. So how these characteristics might be supporting this? Usually, maybe transformational, charismatic, or like visionary. Transformational and visionary are excellent leadership qualities that a leader can have. So while addressing these questions, to which category of these that person belongs to can be explained, and how it will be helping the organization and organizational people to grow, that can be addressed. Okay. So I hope you understood. Some I want a best quality content from your side. And while mentioning your referencing style and other things, make sure you follow APA 7 format. Okay. So without APA 7 format, it will be incomplete. So make sure you provide references along with page numbers. Okay. And make sure that you use recite works or something to cross check whether it is properly addressed or not. Okay. So that's it from my side. All the best.